What's going on, ladies and stealthmen? My name is Stealthfang, and today we are going to be starting the Q&A for today. So now, guys, I want to go ahead and start, before I start off the video, and say thank you guys so much for submitting your questions. And I believe I got 14 or 16 questions in total, I believe. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and pretty much do most of them blind. I did see some of them, but some of them I didn't see. So just to make it a little bit entertaining and make it as if I didn't prepare for it. So guys, let's get started right now. And first question is from iFreeze, and he says, or they said, what's your favorite Pokemon game and what do you like about YouTube? Alright, let me see. My favorite Pokemon game probably has to be, I'm gonna say Pokemon Black and White. Reason being is that Heart Gold would probably come in first, but Black and White is probably the one that caught my attention the most when I first got it. Honestly, I love the 2D animations that they gave to the Pokemon in that game, and honestly, it just made it feel very realistic. And what do I like about YouTube? Let me see. What do I like about YouTube? I guess it's maybe the inspiration that you can get from other YouTubers. Like maybe making some Let's Plays, or maybe making a mixtape, or maybe a video or some sort. But other than that, that's pretty much what I like about YouTube. So it's inspiration that I like about YouTube. Alright, let's move on to the next question. From Nico Nintendo, and he asks, which do you like, Undertale or Earthbound? So let me see, I've never played Earthbound before, so I don't know whether I'm allowed to even answer this question. But if I had, I've seen some Earthbound footage, but if I had the choice of playing Undertale or Earthbound and I hadn't, let's say, heard of it, chances are I'd probably go more with Undertale, but not Earthbound. Probably because most of the time, when I see a game, I'm more of a visual person, so depending on how the game looks, I'll be like, this game looks pretty cool, let's see what it's about. But then the gameplay is probably where it seals the cap right there and then. So if it's good or bad, then it all just depends. But I'd like Undertale more. I actually finished the game just now, so stick around for next Thursday. All right, 4/21/16, I believe. So April 21st, 16. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next question. So Scuds Games asks, what's your favorite in real life hobby or sport, and what's your favorite part about doing YouTube? So let me see, my favorite in real life hobby is probably drawing. I really love to draw. You can check out my DeviantArt and you'll see the drawings I've done on there. And a sport I do in real life, I do volleyball at school, for the school, but I didn't do it this year because of grades and pre-calc, if you know Kevin. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Drawing is really fun. I do like to draw Sonic OCs, and I'm starting to learn about GIMP and its digital art design, and its line arts. Jeez, it's line arts that you can do on GIMP, and it's really awesome. I think that's pretty much how I've been doing some of my art, especially with my new stealth icon and my Underfang icon. If you guys saw that, first I drew it on hand and then did it and then actually scanned it and put it on GIMP, and that's what I like to do as a hobby, my spare time. And what is your favorite part about doing YouTube? And that's actually the next thing that's actually related to my hobby. My favorite part about doing YouTube is probably making the thumbnails when it comes to YouTube. I kid you not, I probably said it before, but I can spend maybe 3 hours to almost a whole day working on a single thumbnail just for one series that I'm about to do. That's how much I love making thumbnails on YouTube, or maybe any sort of graphic designing, going the profile pics for people, edit banners, also intros. So another part about YouTube I like is when I'm that motivated to make a video, and I want to make it look really creative, which I'll probably do in this video depending on how much time I have. So if I have a lot of time, then the video is going to look really awesome, and I'm going to make it as creative as possible. But other than that, that's pretty much my favorite thing I like about YouTube, or doing YouTube. Alright, so next question is from the Epic Dialga. So what is my favorite Pokemon? Oh geez, I forgot to answer iFreeze's question. about what is your favorite Pokemon game. Oh, actually, hold on. Oh, I did. Never mind. Okay, jeez. All right, so yeah, the Epic Dialga asks, what is your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon has to be Xatu, or it's Xatu if you haven't heard of it, and it's found in the Johto region. So now the reason why I would say my favorite Pokemon is Xatu or Xatu, depending on how you pronounce it. I don't know, pronunciations for Pokemon games vary from person to person. But Xatu is my favorite because when I first encountered it in Pokemon Heart Gold, if you guys remember the unknown ruins you'd find after visiting, I'm trying to remember, the ghost type gym leader's gym. It's like south from that gym, or the bird type Pokemon. I don't remember. I really don't remember. I remember the look of the place, but I just don't remember. But that area around there, that grass, I remember finding a Xatu over there, and I was like, you know what, this Pokemon looks really cool. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and catch it. Although I don't remember what name I named that Xatu. I did level it up after a while, and I forgot what level it evolves at. But I evolved into Xatu, and I was like, whoa, this is one majestic looking bird. Wow. And see, at the time I had Typhlosion, or Vulcan was what I named my Typhlosion, and I would put Xatu in the front, and he'd just be like the squad leader, or you know, the 6 Pokemon leader. But honestly, he was strong. Next to Typhlosion, he was probably Typhlosion's right hand man when I would play, especially during fighting against most of the gym leaders. It was really awesome. And let's move on to the next question. Nico Nintendo also asks, yo Stealth, if you had to pick a Sonic game, whoa, alright, you're gonna have to fix the grammar a little bit there, guy. But alright, yo Stealth, if you had to pick a Sonic game, what would it be? That's what I'm gonna rephrase it to as. I'd choose Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That probably has to be my favorite. Let me see. I'm not gonna say favorite Sonic game, but if it was a Sonic game I had to choose, or if I had to pick, I'd choose that game. But yeah, that's a Sonic game that I would pick. And next question by Pikachu Coffee is cake or pie. So let me see, cake or pie. What would I choose? Cake or pie? You know what? It's kind of weird. I don't know why this is such a difficult question. I'm gonna go ahead and say cake because I rarely do have any sort of pie, so I just go ahead and say cake. I've had ice cream cake, chocolate cake, vanilla cake, strawberry cake, velvet cake, but pie, not really. If you want to consider those like small American pies, you can get like CVS or something, but not CVS, something like Stop and Shop. But yeah, pie, no, I'd go ahead and say cake. Alright, so now let's go ahead and go to Elm Street 908 asks, what do you use to edit with? Now, what I use to edit with, if I'm doing with my audio, like let's say right now, I use Audacity. I've gone and uploaded a few Audacity tutorials over there if you ever want to go and get that perfect A1 audio quality. And then if I want to make thumbnails, I use GIMP, G-I-M-P, G.I.M.P. And then after I go ahead and do that, I go and use Sony Vegas Pro 13. I used to use Pro 12. Pro 12 and Pro 13 are in a way the same exact thing, just with a few additions. But I use Sony Vegas Pro 13 as of now, in 2016 and late 2015. But I go ahead and use that to edit my videos, and I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, GIMP, Audacity, and Sony Vegas Pro 13 is what I use to edit with. Next question is from Kovaman. So, which do you prefer, One Piece or Naruto? One Piece. One Piece straight up, that's it. Let's move on to the next question. Yentl King asks, are you planning to do a blind playthrough of Pokemon Sun Moon when it comes out, or a playthrough? Now, let me see. Now, I don't know if you're referring to like uploading footage of Pokemon Sun and Moon when it comes out onto the channel, or if you mean like I'm gonna play it myself and not upload it to the channel. But if I were to go ahead and do it on the channel, if I had a 3DS capture card, which I don't, and if I do have enough money in the future, like maybe over $200, I'd probably do it blind. It'd be better that way. But if I were to go ahead and if I didn't have a capture card, I'd probably just do it blind too. But if I wanted to do a nuzlocke or some sort of like lock on the game, then it's gonna be a playthrough. I'll play through the game first, and then I'll go ahead and do a nuzlocke or a lock or something with the game. So yeah, it just all depends. I don't have a 3DS capture card at the moment, and I've seen that the price is like over $200. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. But if you guys do know anybody who's not using a 3DS capture card, tell them to swing it Stealthfang's way. And let's move on to the next question. Adrian asks, how do you keep your mixtapes from burning the atmosphere? So what I do is that I go ahead and ask NASA if they could go ahead and set up a satellite right next to the moon, just in case, every month when it goes circling around the Earth. Now the Earth now the Earth circles around the moon next to Pluto at times, so because of that the atmosphere kind of gets weak. Alright, now when I go ahead and make my mixtape videos, I gotta make sure that Saturn's rings don't interfere, because sometimes all the, like, you know, it's sprinkling dust circle rings will go ahead and mess up most of my mixtapes. So now what I do to keep my mixtapes from burning up the atmosphere is I keep the satellite shoot its rays at the Earth, bouncing the light off Earth onto Pluto, allowing my mixtapes to go ahead and not burn the atmosphere. Alright, so, and that's pretty much how Batman saved Gotham. But anyways, that's how I pretty much keep my mixtapes from burning the atmosphere. Now, Irza Angela, aka Jayani Dupree, asks, wow, that's a long name, but why did you take my advice? So now, if you don't know what this question's actually mean, I ended up tweeting on Twitter asking, what do you guys think I should do on the channel? And they said that I should go ahead and do a Q&A on the channel, and he was actually right, or they were actually right, because I hadn't been doing a Q&A on the channel. Last time I did a Q&A on the channel was probably like a year and a half ago, maybe, I think it was a year and a half ago, or last year. But I decided, why not? It'd be really cool, because there were some new people on the channel and I hadn't done one in a while, so a new one would be pretty cool. And so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to some Twitter questions, which I have over here. Hold on, let me pull them up right now. Come on, all right. Now, where is it? Okay. So, Ninja Greninja asks, what are your thoughts on dank memes? Alright, so he put up this picture over here. What are my thoughts on dank memes? I think dank memes are pretty cool, you know? It would be really awesome if Doritos and Mountain Dew also sponsored me, so I can also become a dank meme on their logo. And, you know, an Obey Snap back hat would be really cool, and it'd be really awesome if Snoop Dogg were here too. But other than that, let's move on to the next question by Toma on Twitter. And he asks, how do you keep your skin from getting ashy? Well, sometimes you just gotta slap on some Lubriderm to the knees, the legs, the shin, and make sure, don't forget the neck, because sometimes the sun can actually go and ash it up so much that you're gonna turn into volcano ash if you're not careful. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next question. Chase Dillard asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good of friends are we? So let me see, on a scale of 1 to 10, real question. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7. Haven't talked to you in a while, but we haven't talked recently, but before that, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7. But yeah, I remember seeing you on a few of my videos in the past. But yeah, other than that, yeah, you're pretty cool. You're pretty cool. All right, and let's go ahead. This is not the last question, but second to last question. So, Jolly Gaming on Twitter and Ninja Greninja again asks, why did you do YouTube, or what made you want to go ahead and do YouTube? So now this is actually a pretty funny story. So now it all started November 13th, 2013, sophomore year of high school. Now I was in my basement around, I'm gonna say 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I was in my basement. You know what? Hold on, let me rephrase that. Okay, so now back in May, about 5 months or 6 months before that, I was gonna go ahead and plan my channel out, and I was going to call myself Smashing Lemon Slaps. If you guys have seen my second channel over there, it's on my subscribe to these guys' channel on my channel page. But I was gonna go ahead and call myself Smashing Lemon Slaps, and my first Let's Play I was gonna upload was actually the first Kid Icarus for NES. And at the time I was like a little bit skeptical on it because I was like, should I really do it? I don't know whether I should go ahead and upload it. Will people like it? And I was like, who cares? Let me just do it. So I went ahead and recorded the footage. And now if you're using VBA, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was like recording it in the most amateur way possible. So I was using VBA's in-game recorder function, and now like if you guys used it before, the audio seems to go faster than the video after a while. So now I couldn't do anything about it because, I'm not like, I didn't have like those skills at the time of figuring something like that out. And so I made my first thumbnail after that, and the thumbnail looked, I'm not even gonna say good. The thumbnail looked, it looked like, it looked disgusting, man, honestly. And so, I don't know, at that, like, if you're a YouTuber and you start out, chances are, if you don't keep going on, you're probably going to get discouraged if things don't probably go as easy as you thought it would have been. And so, because of that thought process I had, like, back then after I saw the footage, and I was even thinking of doing Pokemon Sapphire without any commentary, like, man. Hold on, let me go put this in the video and give you an example of what I was doing, alright? Alright, so now you probably just saw that right now, and now, because of that, I was kind of discouraged about that footage and the way everything was going, and like how I was doing my thumbnails and everything, and I decided, you know what, nah, forget it, nah, I'm not gonna do YouTube, it's not gonna work. So then later on, I don't know if it was deliberate, I don't know if it was like some bug or something, but 5 months later, we're back to November 13th, alright. So I think I don't know what happened, but I was like researching on not how to become a YouTuber, but I was just looking at other Let's Players from like some people like PewDiePie, who else? CNanners, Kabanamoney456, Munching Orange, a few vloggers too, and I was just like looking at how they did their YouTube channels, and I hadn't been like doing anything. It was just like casual, like watching their Let's Plays or whatever. I was watching like We Like to Pray. Also, well, they were known as We Like to Pray. Now they're known as We Like to Play, and I pretty much went ahead and wanted to like create something like that, but on my own. So now I went ahead and took my time to do the research on this. So now we're going back to November 13th again. You just keep repeating it. And now I'm in my basement sitting down with my laptop in front of me, and I wanted to go ahead and I'm just like watching, I forgot what video I was watching, but it was definitely like somebody's Let's Play. And I look at the video and then I think to myself, you know what? I think I can do this. I'm pretty sure. I think I can do this. You know what? Let me give it another try. It's not gonna be that bad. So I go ahead and I go and search up the top 10 GBA games of all times, or top 25 GBA games of all times. And the one that probably caught my eye the first time around was Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. And so I was like, you know what? I'll do Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. And the one YouTuber that inspired me the most has to be Phoenix Master 1. Reason being is because I actually gave myself the excuse of saying, oh, maybe I can go ahead and become known to people and get a really cool engagement if I play these games if I don't commentate. So Phoenix Master 1 at the time did not commentate, yet that was really awesome. His footage, everything, his high quality videos, that pretty much inspired me to go ahead and do YouTube. And now, after I downloaded Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, the ROM, I went ahead and looked up the best emulators. Now, the emulators I used for Pokemon Sapphire 5 months prior to this was, I don't remember what it was. I think it was like no cache GBA or something like that. And that really wasn't cool. Then I found VBA, used that, and it was really cool. Then I found a way to fix that audio speed up along with the video, and it was Virtual Dub. Oh, I forgot that edit question. Virtual Dub is another software I use. If the file's too large, I'll go ahead and use that and compress it. But anyway, skipping along that. So that's how I pretty much started YouTube on my channel, and so far it's pretty good. That's what pretty much made me want to do YouTube. So I guess you can call it that YouTube bug that said, you know what, you can do this. That's pretty much it. And after a while, I just started getting used to it. I wasn't commentating in the beginning. Reason being, I was still inspired by Phoenix Master 1, and I didn't have a microphone at the time. And that's pretty much what got me set up on YouTube. And so far right now, my goal right now is trying to get that engagement with my audience right now, because I have realized that most of the games that I was doing in the past, well, maybe the past few months, wasn't games that were appealing to like people on the channel. So I think that was a mistake on my part, so I do apologize if you like some of the classics I was doing on my channel. But I still want to go ahead and do games that are out and up today. But thing is that my PC probably cannot handle that when I go ahead and run them. So sometimes they can handle it, sometimes they cannot. So now let's move on to the final and last question of the day. And this is by Jamar Wint. And he asks, why is T-Nex so bummy? And so here's the reason why T-Nex is so bummy. T-Nex is bummy in it's all I can explain, but T-Nex is so bummy in so many different ways that the reason I named why T-Nex is so bummy is nothing happens with T, right? There's someone that wishes me to go and hit T-Nex, right? I hear T-Nex, but someone wishes me to go and hit T-Nex right on the spot, right on the road, and I'm like, oh, something like that. There's nothing happens with T-Nex. Pretty sure all the other times, that I don't like T-Nex. And another reason I believe is our mindset. We also do believe that nothing happens with T-Nex, we want to be all cool. That kind of sets us back. Those things are speed. We got everything, we got speed. Oh yeah, we get like regular parts in the water. Oh, what happened? Cool. That's what we get right. T-Nex also means like so cool. I apologize. But that is pretty much why T-Nex is so funny. Pretty much I want to take some of these videos. There's a few people at school who are subscribed to the channel, so it would be really bad if this got out. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and take some of the things I said out. But chances are that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for your questions and Q&A. It was really awesome. I really like answering some of these questions. It gets it lets me understand why no, it lets me understand you guys, and you guys understand me a little bit better, and so you get to know me a little bit more, which is pretty nice too. And hopefully I get to do most of these in the future. So other than that, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. It was really awesome doing this. So guys, I'll see you guys next time. So until next time, stealth out.
On the track, boy.
Like Donald Trump, taste like them Trump.